Lately there's been a couple of you asking how to get more comfortable around the camera, so I think we should speak about that. I should have probably mixed this before opening it. Okay, it still doesn't taste that bad. Sitting in front of the camera is hard and takes a lot of time, but it's something only you can do. Like, you've got to feel comfortable sitting in front of the camera, and then you've also got to start to feel comfortable speaking to the camera. The more I sit in front of the camera, the better connection I get with you, like you sat at the other end of the camera watching the video. So overall, it takes time to start to feel comfortable speaking to the camera. I think at the beginning, when I first made this channel, I struggled because I was speaking to a static object, but now my videos are getting more engagement. It's made it easier to speak because now I feel like I'm speaking to you. So initially what got me out in public recording was, in all honesty, I started not to care about what people thought about me. I didn't care about people's opinions on me or what I do. Like, if you're out in public and you're recording, people will think about what you're doing for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then 90% of the time they'll forget about you. If going out there is what you need to do, maybe because you want to record yourself for YouTube or a website or whatever it is, if it makes you happy and you're doing what you love to do, why should you let other people's opinions bring you down and stop you doing what you want to do? Alright, what we'll quickly do is I'll play a little clip from my second ever video, which was me recording in public, and see if you can notice one issue with the recording.
Taking photo where you tape around the lens or whatever I'm having.
Have you watched it? Alright, sound. If you noticed, when I recorded that video, the whole video was recorded like this. I was recording my waist and I was speaking like that. And that's because at the time I did care about people's opinions about me. I then realised, why should I care about people's opinions? And that's when I started recording like this. That is a massive tip, I'd say. I want to go to the shop. One, I kind of want another coffee, because I did drink all my coffee. And I kind of want a pasta, like a sachet, it's like one of them pasta meal things. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Treacle, what's your opinion on me going to the shop? Don't think she cares, so I guess we're going to the shop. I'm on the way to the shop and I forgot my ND filter, so I had to crank up my shutter speed, which I know you're not meant to do, but otherwise everything would have been overexposed. I should have got my ND filter. Anyway, checked the weather forecast yesterday and day before, and the weather was forecast to be raining all week. I think it's for a week or 2 weeks, but today is really warm. Well, it feels warm and it's a nice sunny day. To say it was meant to be raining for 2 weeks or a week, it's a really nice day. I forgot my mask, so I'm kind of stuck like this. But I've got my pasta, I've got a Lucozade. I can see like a lawnmower, but it's like one of them you sit on and like you can ride it around. It looks quite cool. I mean, it's not moving fast, but it still looks kind of cool. If you get the helicopter, I'm sorry, but here's another tip. Stay positive, don't be negative, because being negative is easy. Staying positive it's a lot harder. Like I was saying about being positive, not negative, like, don't be negative, don't speak negatively to the camera, don't be quiet. Yeah, definitely don't be negative. Like, I've got my own problems, you've got your own problems, everyone has their own problems, and most of the time people come to YouTube, get away from them problems, to like take the mind off everything. If I put my problems on you, like, that wouldn't really be getting you away from your own problems. That'd just be putting more problems on you. You want to be more like positive most of the time. Just try stay positive, and that'll keep the people watching your videos and keep them entertained. Another tip for me is hand gestures. Like if I'm speaking, I move my hands and I feel like it takes a bit of stress away. I don't know, I like to use my hands. Like if I'm explaining, I like to use my hands. Like they might not make sense, but me moving like my body, my hands, it kind of, I don't know, it makes me be able to speak better to the camera, to you. It is getting a bit nippy now. Now, don't worry about getting everything first try when it comes to speaking to the camera. What'll only be shown is what you put into the final video, the video you upload. Not everyone gets it first try or even the 100th time. Like if I'm speaking to the camera and something goes wrong, or I jitter, or there's a long pause, or I just completely forget what I was going on about, I can edit that out. It's not bad if it goes wrong. If this clip I'm recording now doesn't work out, I can just delete it and fully redo it. The only way they'll be in the video is if you want them to be there. When I click record on my camera, which I've done right now, the first time I start recording throughout the full day, as soon as I start recording, the only thing that goes through my head is, I've got to deliver, I've got to deliver. I don't have to deliver that try. When you start vlogging in public, it's hard and it feels awkward and it's a big hurdle for most people and it's hard to get over. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be. So I'll admit, I still find it a bit weird. I'm still a bit like on edge and not super comfortable when recording in public. Like I'm carrying a big camera with a big fluffy mic and a big old Joby tripod. I think you get the idea. But yeah, I still find it a bit awkward at times, but the more I've done it, the more comfortable I've got. Now I say just start recording. If you don't start recording, you don't put yourself in front of the camera, then you're never going to get comfortable with the camera. The hardest part will be starting, because you've never done it before, and that'll be when you feel the most awkward. But if you don't start somewhere, then you'll never be able to get comfortable with the camera. No matter what, you'll feel awkward unless just from the start you're used to it, but you have to start somewhere. And if you don't click record and put yourself in that position where you do feel awkward but you will get better in the future, then you're never going to be able to speak to the camera because you never took the time to put yourself in front of the camera. I do hope you got some tips from this video, and I hope you do start a channel. But if you did get any tips, don't forget to like, it helps me out so much, and subscribe, it'll be in one of the corners, I'm not sure. Get yourself out there, put yourself in front of the camera, start recording and make that YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. And I know I'm going to be close, but to say sorry for it hunting, I'll do a backflip for you. Let me take everything out of my pocket. Yeah, I'll be very close, but I'll do a backflip now for you. Land it. How did my hat went so far? Whee! In here's a bit too echoey, innit? It's like, it's a big hurdle to overcome, but